Good morning, it is Saturday and I didn't vlog yesterday at all. I had the day off with Ewan and we actually went over to the Birmingham Bull Ring and it was rammed. It was also torrential rain and a storm, so I wasn't going to get my phone out and start recording. It also didn't feel particularly safe to do it, if I'm honest, so didn't vlog anything. Had a nice time, got a few little bits, nothing that I can show on here really because it was all little bits for Christmas. And yeah, a good day. Very, very tiring day. I drove there and back because I'm a nervous passenger, so Ewan let me drive. But the drive back was like quite full on. It was quite busy. So then last night we did have chippy tea. I had chips, mushy peas and gravy, but Ewan got me a large one and I did eat it all. But I didn't really eat my lunch. We went to Wagamama's and I stupidly went for this lunch deal they have. They have like a £12 lunch deal. So I had chicken ramen, which was really good choice calorie-wise, and a drink. And it was just horrible. It was honestly the worst Wagamama's I've ever had. I've never had a bad Wagamama's, but it was just literally like a bland chicken stock, a load of noodles, a ton of watercress and a bit of chicken. Eddie's doing something downstairs. I hope you didn't hear him swearing then. Anyway, so I didn't eat all of it. So I was starving. So by the time the chippy tea came, I did eat it all. Anyway, I've been sitting this morning. I didn't get up early, but I've been sitting doing some knitting. I'm just on the button band. So I'm actually popping out with Eddie to a wool shop because there's a blanket knit along that starts this week, which Kath and I discussed doing, and then I ruled myself out of doing it, saying I need to finish some projects first. Well, this one's almost done, and then I watched Mrs. D, and she's bought the wool for doing it. I don't think she's bought the exact colours as the pack, but she's bought the wool. Anyway, I then thought I'm going to miss out, and I started to get a bit worried. So I looked, and the kit is sold out, and I looked on Wool Warehouse or whatever, and the main colours are out of stock. So I thought I'm just going to go to my local wool shop that I know stocks Sirdar and Stylecraft and stuff, and see if I can get something or something equivalent. Sorry for the backlight, by the way. So I'm going to pop over there this morning. I was going to do it yesterday on my day off, but we were just out all day, and there was no wool shop that I could see in Birmingham anywhere. Anyway, I'm going to go and shoot over there in a second, and then I'm going to have an easy day today. So my food shopping is being delivered between 8 and 9 tonight. I've gone for Ocado, depending on where you're from. Again, for my delivery this week. I haven't spent as much as I did last week, but hopefully I've still got a bit of meat left from last week that I'll put in the freezer. So I bought 2 packs of chicken thighs, and well, I'll show you my haul later anyway. But yeah, so that's my food shop for this week. I've got a video to edit, so I should be doing that when I come back. And other than that, we've got Storm Amy, so Luna's just asleep. We've had a stormy night, so I'm just hoping to have a chilled day really. That's what I need. That's what the doctors asked for. And yesterday I felt like I'd come down with that horrible virus again last night. I was really full of it, and so I put Vic on my feet, which if you haven't ever tried, if you have a cough, Vic on your feet with socks on at night, it's amazing. It stops you coughing. I don't know how it works, but it is amazing. And so it did the trick and I did sleep, but yeah, anyway, enough rambling. I'll see you. Not had anything to eat yet. It's currently, what time is it? 10 to 10. So I've just sat and watched a few vlogs, and I'm going to head off, and I'll see you in a bit. Made it back from the wool shop at Long Eaton, and they didn't have what I wanted, like nothing. They had an equivalent, but the balls were smaller, so I'd have had to buy two times the amount, and they were £3.50 a ball, so I'd have ended up spending a fortune. So I decided no, I'm either going to look online, or I might pop to Hobbycraft later if the weather calms down. The weather is horrible. Ewan's been to Leicester and he said to me it's just awful driving back. Anyway, I'm back now, and I'm just deciding what I wanted to eat. So I was going to originally have potato waffles, beans and egg, and then I thought, oh, I've got some fresh bread, I might have some toast. So I can't decide whether to have beans and egg on toast or whether just have some toast on its own with nothing else on it, just like butter or whatever. I'm not feeling particularly fancy today. Just want something quick. It's 25 to 12 now, I'm not eating anything, so I've got a cup of tea on the go. I want to go and sit and just cozy up in front of the TV because it is definitely one of those sort of days. It's raining and miserable and horrible, so that's what I'm going to do. Or I could just have cheese on toast. Yes, I have left my fridge open because I'm still pondering with what's in it, what I want. Luna's barking, I don't know why. I'll try and remember to show you when I decide what I'm having. Here's my lunch. I went for a very thin sliced beef, mustard and gherkin sandwich for 335 calories. And I've also got a cup of tea. Shopping's arrived, got a bag there and the other bag's down there. I'm just going to unpack it onto these sides and then I'll show you what I bought. Since I saw you last, I've been out for a quick walk with Luna in between all of the storm. It was actually okay when we were out walking, but then got back and it's been torrential rain. So my shopping delivery was supposed to be between 8 and 9, but they rang me to ask if I'd have an early delivery slot and I was like, yes, definitely, because there's something in here that I want to use towards dinner. So it means I can actually get on with doing dinner. So I'm going to quickly unpack this and I'll show you. I don't know what's going on with my camera, why the lighting always looks so bright, but I'll show you what I've got. So here's today's order and it was £112.16 I think. And I'll show you what I've got. So I've got some skim milk, 2 packs of chicken thighs. They did have one pack, really large pack, but it was £10, whereas these were £3 something each and weighed I think the same or more by doing it this way. These skin on wedges are on a flash offer for like £1.50, so I've got those. I've got sausages for dinners, so I've got 12 chipolatas, 6 Cumberland, 6 pork and caramelised onion. They were on an offer something like 3 for £10 I think. I got some fajita chicken, some normal plain chicken, some of the marmalade ham, that was really nice, had some of that last week, it was very tasty, and some Wiltshire cured ham, which I can't remember, there was an offer on those. These were all on a flash offer, so I think they were something like 70p, 42p, so they're all on offer. But carrots, spring onions and bananas. I got some butter for bread making, some light clover just for using for spread. I got some of the apricot yogurts. I'm not sure the calories on those. Per 100 grams it's 107 and they're 115, so probably about 130 calories or something for each one. I got some of the dairy milk mousses, which are 88 calories, and I got some of these, which are my favourite chocolate mousses. And they are, I think they come to like 240 calories or something. I can't quite remember, but I know I have those from Costco when they're on. They used to always have them. They've not had them for a while. Mini cheddars. I've got some honey, although this did arrive leaking a little bit and sticky, but it looks like it's still full, so I'm not going to complain. Coriander leaf, because I know I haven't got any. Ground coriander, because I haven't got any of that. I saw these and fancied them. These are prawn cocktail flavour lentil chips. 93 calories per serving, which is probably like 20 grams or something. Yeah, 20 gram serving. So as long as I don't have the whole bag in one sitting, I'll be fine. I got some biltong, sorry. Sugar, because we haven't got any, and obviously we use that for making bread. 2 packs of basmati rice, some gravy because I haven't got any left. I've got 2 of these butter chickens because we enjoyed that last week when we had it again. Well, this week. Crumpets. I got some strawberry and cream fancies, which are 106 calories. Some angel slices that are 138. Some thin bagels that are 130. Luna's food because she's out. A large family size enchilada kit and a fajita kit, they were on offer. I got 2 12 packs of eggs, but an egg is missing, so I'm going to have to report that because they were too expensive to not have one in there. I got 2 battered fish and 2 sea salt, 2 packs of the sea salt ones. These are 261 calories per fish. Those ones are 345. And I just got some pak choy for dinner. So that's everything I've got. I still had meat from last week, so it's not too bad a shop. I didn't have to buy like shampoo, conditioner and stuff this week. So I have got a few treats in there, but that's shopping and I shall catch you later on once dinner's ready. For dinner, I accidentally took a photo rather than film, but this was Vietnamese pork, which was pork mince that I'd cooked with various different things. I followed a recipe. It wasn't that great, so I'm not going to share it, but it was okay. And then I also had some Korean chicken, some kimchi, vegetables and rice with it. So quite healthy and a nice fake away. On my way back from the gym, I did upper body wash, I think, today, all chest and stuff. And first time in ages I've actually felt like I could actually work properly at the gym. I feel like I got my energy back a little bit, so hopefully it's a turning point and I can get back into it. Someone just came back just as I was recording. How embarrassing. Apologies for the cut up egg, but I very nearly forgot to record. It's only because Eddie's reminded me. So this is to show you the masterpiece. Yeah, Eddie's cooked, so he obviously wants to brag. I've got 2 potato waffles, half a tin of beans, an egg, and then a slice of bread with some spreadable spread. Spread. So this is breakfast. I've started tracking. I haven't quite tracked all of that yet. This is first thing I'm eating. It's 20 to 12, so it's breakfast and lunch combined, so it's brunch. I think I'm doing sausage and mash for dinner, so I should be okay calorie wise, but I shall show you that later on. So I did record a little bit coming back from the gym, but it was quite windy, and then someone caught me vlogging and I felt very embarrassed, so I put my phone away. But yeah, I've been to the gym this morning, and then I've made a cup of coffee and sat and chilled for a bit, watched a bit of YouTube. I'm trying to get the collar of my cardigan finished, and that'll be, apart from blocking it, my cardigan will be done. So Ewan's currently out. He's gone to do some deliveries for work, and then when he gets back, I think we're heading up to Sheffield because there's a Korean shop that's opened up there. We're going to go and investigate. It's on 3 floors, looks really, really good. So we're going to go and have a look and see if we can find anything nice in there as well. But yeah, that's it really. Eddie's been for his run. What are you trying to say? You can tell me something?
No, them tobocchi things you want to get.
Yeah, some tobocchi pots or something. But yeah, that's today's update so far. Like I said, we're going to do sausage and mash for dinner, I think. So nice and simple. It shouldn't take very long. But I'll catch you later on. Ignore the hair, by the way. I didn't have a chance to dry it, so I just plaited it and it's still soaking wet. So I'm going to have to take it out because otherwise it'll never dry. But
ignore the hair, it's not mine.
It needs dyeing desperately, so I'm trying to like mask it, but it's no hiding the badness. Just been sitting down, doing a bit of knitting, and then I've been editing a video, so that should go up today, yesterday, I'm sure. Well, I don't know when you'll be watching this actually. Might not be tomorrow, might be the day after. But yeah, video which should be going up, so that's good. Quite productive. I'm come down now to sort some washing out and make myself a cup of tea, and yes, I'm limping again, so we'll just ignore that. Right, kettle on, and I could hang the washing out. I don't know if it's going to rain today or not. It is blowing, and it's blowing nicely. Do I risk hanging it out? It's 10 to 2. This time of year it just seems to... I'm just going to stick it onto the heated rail. There's no point messing around. I just want to get it dry because Ewan's in Telford tomorrow, so I need to just get it done so that if he needs to pack anything, he can pack it. Right, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do it one-handed. I'm going to get on with it, and I'll see you in a bit. So, this isn't very straight. Why are you not straight? I don't think he's still straight, but never mind. I'm going to get on and make my cup of tea, but I've also decided that I may as well peel the potatoes for dinner. So, sausage and mash, so I'm just going to do a big pile of mashed potatoes. And I thought I might chat to you whilst I do it. Because why not? Get my big pot out because I don't often use that one. Oh, yes, that's the lid. Yeah, not much to tell you really. I keep attempting to weigh in and not being terribly successful. So either my scales haven't got any juice, battery or whatever, or I just forget. And then when I do, I'm having a heavier day compared to other days. So I've not been doing official weigh-ins because I don't think they're particularly motivating for me at the moment. Oh, nearly knocked you over because I picked up my towel. So I'm just going to keep as I am. So I can tell whether I've lost weight or not just in how I look on video, and also how I feel generally. And I haven't put weight on particularly, but I also haven't lost it. I feel like I've messed around all summer. I do want to get weight off. But I was talking to Tom about it the other day, and I'm not sure what to do because on one hand, oh, my peeler. Where's my peeler? I'm still put it in the wrong place. On one hand, I really want to get the weight off. On the other hand, I really don't want to diet at the moment. So I think I'm going to do like cycling, like calorie cycling. So I'm going to do, I think over the next week or so, I'm going to do lower calories, and then when I go to Netherlands with work that week, I'm going to go on to maintenance calories because we're eating out with work, so I won't get to choose where we're eating and what we're having, and I don't know what the choices are going to be like, so I think I'm going to try and not put pressure on myself that week. Plus travelling on my own to work and all the rest of it. It's a big thing when you get to my age. It's really weird. Stuff that I used to do when I was younger. You know, I went to Holland and Germany and stuff when I was younger with work, and it didn't faze me. But now I'm older, I don't know, I seem to get more anxious. I think it's menopause. Anyway, so I'm not putting pressure on myself that week. Then I come back and I'm going to try and have a good couple of solid weeks in the run up to my birthday. And then the week of my birthday, I think I'm going to take the week off. So I'm going to try and just do sort of like a couple of weeks on, a week off, a couple of weeks on, a week off, and see if I can see if it keeps me motivated. Because at the moment, I'm just not feeling motivated at all. So I start off pretty well, I start off tracking, and either stop tracking because it gets too difficult with the meals I'm cooking, or I just don't bother tracking at all. And I do think I've got to the point now where if I don't track, I can definitely maintain my weight, but losing weight's another matter. And it's only because changing seasons, I've been really snacky and I'm not normally. And because I haven't been going to the gym, I just find that, I've said before, whenever I'm moving my body, I seem to be far better on any diet than I am when I'm not. It seems to just motivate me. So I've been to the gym this morning and I came back, and that breakfast I didn't eat the bread, just had the waffles, beans and egg, and felt okay with that. But it's like now, I'm trying to budget food wise because I've said he's out of work. So, you know, it's nice to get all these healthy foods but some of them are more expensive. It is harder to do a diet on a budget. So like today, I bought the sausages I bought on offer on 3 for £10, 3 for £5, I think it was 3 for 10. And I'm just going to have to count the calories, whatever they are. So that might mean that it's higher in calories than I would normally have. You know, I wouldn't have had sausage and mash probably today if I wasn't on a tight budget. But the meat at Ocado was very, very expensive. So I just thought, well, I bought chicken thighs for during the week, but I didn't really want to have those today because I want to have those in a curry meal or a slow cooker meal. So I thought, well, sausage and mash still feels like it's a roast. You can still do Yorkshire puddings and stuff with it and make it feel a bit more substantial. And the mashed potato is not too bad because I always use skim milk and low fat spread. So it's not like it's got lashings of butter and cream and stuff in it, because it won't have. So yeah, let me know how you're getting on. If you've got any ideas or any good websites that you use for healthy meals on a budget, let me know. I have started watching a few bits on YouTube, but like I say, traditionally a lot of the budget type of food channels aren't weight loss related. They're just eating. It's not really looking at calories and stuff. Right, I'm going to get on and peel these potatoes. I don't think I've got much else to update you on. I've had a message off Chloe this morning. I think they're trying to plan an engagement party for themselves of some kind. I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know when that's going to be. So that'll be exciting. Something to look forward to. It also gives me something to focus on diet-wise a little bit more, though I don't think I'll have much chance to lose weight before that because it will be fairly imminent, I'd have thought. But it does mean that if I think there's a chance they're going to get married within the next couple of years, it gives me a bit more focus for getting a bit off for that. But I think they're going to concentrate on getting a house first. Have I got anything else to update you on? Knit-wise, I don't know if I mentioned, so there was a blanket. If I get a chance, I'll insert a picture and show you, which is a Christmas knit-along through the Black Sheep Wools website. And I was going to do it, and then I ummed and ahed a bit about it, and then I ummed and ahed another bit, and then decided that I'd got enough projects on the go, I was going to rule myself out. And then my sister got the pack of wool for her birthday off her son, and I noticed that Mrs D was doing it, so then I started to worry that I was going to have a bit of FOMO. So I've been frantically searching, but a lot of the wool is out of stock, so I'd have to use substitutions. And then it's really strange. So yesterday we went to a wool shop to have a look, and I didn't vlog in there because there was a group of ladies having crochet lessons, so I didn't really want to get my camera out. But they didn't have the wool. I thought they might, but they didn't. So then I looked online and a couple of places were out of stock and all the rest of it. And then I thought, well, I might nip to the wool shop in Belper today and have a look there. That plan was then all shelved because you and I were going to go to Sheffield to this new Korean supermarket. And anyway, that's been shelved because he had to go with work to do some work deliveries, and it took a long chunk out of his days back at work tomorrow, so we're not doing that now. And anyway, I looked on the Facebook page and the Belper wool shop's shut, so I've kind of taken it as a sign that I'm not supposed to do it. I can still download the pattern because it's a weekly free pattern, and so I can do it at a later date. But I've got the cardigan I'm just finishing, which hopefully I shall finish today. I'll need to block it. I didn't bother putting buttonholes in it because I decided I was going to use snap fasteners, and I haven't ordered any yet. I'm going to wait till it's blocked and then put it on, try it on and see what I think. Because it might be that I never fasten it, in which case I won't bother putting any closures on it. And then I've got another jumper that I'm partway through working on, which is a Cutover Kika, Victoria Lindbergh. I always say Victoria, it's Veronica Lindbergh. And I've got some socks on the go, some Christmas socks on the go, and I've got Eddie's blanket that I'm working on. So I kind of think I've got enough on. And I know some people have loads and loads of whips, but I'm not like that. It stresses me out. It's a bit like work. If my to-do list gets too long, I get stressed these days. Again, age thing. I used to be fine. Now, if my to-do list gets too long, I panic a bit. So yeah, so that's not happened. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm not saying I won't go out and get the wool at some point, but it starts tomorrow. And the last knit along I did was the Gnome along last year, and my wool didn't turn up in time. And because I was always behind, I felt like I never caught up. And with knitting, I'm not a fast knitter. I don't pretend to be a fast knitter, and I don't really want to be a fast knitter. So I'm just thinking, if I'm already behind everyone else, I might just put more pressure on myself. I've not got any more holidays planned. I've got a few days off left, but I haven't got any actual holidays planned. So I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm just nattering to you as if I'm talking to a friend, but I've been talking for about 10 minutes. I think I'm going to go at this point, and I'll cut my potatoes up, get them ready. I'm not going to put them on just yet. I'll give it another hour or so, I think, before I put dinner on. And I'll catch you later on. Here's today's dinner. It's a homemade Yorkshire pudding. I don't know if I'm going to eat all that. They got a lot bigger than I thought they would. I've got mashed potato, broccoli, peas and some sausages. Good morning, it is Monday and I'm logged on to work. It's nearly 10 o'clock. I've already had a coffee and a tea, but I'll come down to get another cup of tea. Just need something to get me going today. And I think I might have some breakfast, so I'm just going to decide on what I'm having. Here's breakfast. It's a bagel thin with a slice of bacon and an egg. So this is my breakfast. I haven't tracked it yet. I'm undecided whether I'm tracking today or not. I mentioned in my video the other day, not sure if it's gone out yet or whether it'll even make it through the edit, but I'm so undecided about what to do for the future. I am sticking with calorie counting, or at least eating in a deficit, but I'm not feeling the love of tracking at the moment. I'm not thinking of changing to anything else. I'm definitely not going back to Slimming World. I'm not doing any weight loss jabs because they're not for me. I've not got a problem with anyone else doing them, by the way. For a start, I can't afford them. My friend's just started doing them and she's lost 8 pounds in 2 weeks. That's brilliant. But I can't afford that anyway. And I want to do it the old fashioned way, just so that now I can do it, so that if I do put weight on, I know I can get it off again. So I think this week I'm just going to concentrate on trying to eat my meals that I know are filling and healthy, and trying to get all my activity levels back up to what they were, because previously I was going to the gym sort of 3 or 4 times a week and I was running and walking a lot, and I feel like over the last few weeks it's declined quite a bit. So my focus is really getting the movement back in, because I find that above all else that really helps my joints and all my aches and pains. So probably more than just the diet. So I'm going to focus on that for this week, I think, and then I'll change focus each week to something else so that I can just kind of get back on track. But I'm hoping that I am going to lose weight this week. I did do a sneaky weigh-in. I think, was it Friday, Saturday? So I'm hoping I'll see some progress on the scales, and I will try and remember to record a weigh-in this week if I get a chance, if I feel inclined. I'm really struggling with motivation for life at the moment. I don't know what it is. I love this time of year, so it's not like it's a slump because the weather's changed. The dark nights I don't enjoy, and the dark mornings, so maybe that is affecting me. But I think it's just general life. I think it's work and everything chucked in. Everything's just kind of just feeling a bit meh with life, and I know that the physical activity will help with that as well, so that's the other reason why I'm focusing on that more than anything. But yeah, no other news right now. Thank you for all your comments on my last video about Chloe's engagement, and I will pass it on to her when I next see her, which hopefully will be at some point this week. I don't think she's over today because I think Ethan's got the day off today still. They were both off last week, so I don't think I will see her, but hopefully at some point this week I will. And someone's asked whether she'll show her ring, and I'm sure she will. She's been putting it on social media quite a bit. It's a very unusual type of ring, and it's beautiful, and it suits them to a T and suits her to a T, because they always like alternative stuff. So I'll remember to try and show you that. Other than that, I'm going to eat this while it's still warm, and I shall catch you later on. Started to record, then realised I took my microphone off and put it back on charge. Yeah, just to clarify what I was saying in the last clip, I have actually tracked my bagel. I didn't weigh and measure, so I didn't weigh my butter out and everything, but I do know that I put a thin spread on, so I've just estimated it at like 10 grams or whatever. But I have tracked it. I am feeling like I've got proper diet fatigue. Like I've had enough with dieting for now. And Tom said there's no harm in doing a bit of like reverse dieting almost. Oh, Lily's just jumped down. And just having like weeks where I don't actually diet or don't track, because obviously then when I go back to it, I might actually feel a bit more invigorated with the whole thing rather than feeling like it's just a slog. So I've tracked that bagel, but I actually don't think I'm going to track this week. I think I'm going to just have the week off from tracking, and like I say, just concentrate on my health and wellness and like exercise and stuff as opposed to diet. So if you're here for diet content, you might not be interested this week. You're not going to see me going too mad. I'm still going to be eating like I normally do. I'm just not going to be tracking it. So just to forewarn you, that is the case. And yeah, there's a lot going on at the moment in life, and I just feel like there's too much for my brain to cope with. And it's felt like this for quite some time. I've kind of felt like I've messed around with it for ages. So I'm just giving myself a bit of break, a bit of slack, just to be able to like think things through. But I'm hoping I'm going to go out for a run. It looks like a really nice day out there today. I was supposed to run with my friend originally, and then she messaged this morning to say she'd been working this weekend and she was feeling tired. So I said, well, I've got quite a lot of meetings booked in, so I might not be able to run when you can anyway. Anyway, my meetings have subsequently been cancelled. I've now only got one in for this afternoon, and she went out and ran on her own, like after doing the school run. So I'll be running on my own if I do run. I don't know whether to run or go to the gym, but my upper body's sore. It would be leg day, but I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I might actually just go for a run at lunchtime instead. I haven't run since Friday, so I'm probably overdue a run and then go to the gym and do leg day tomorrow, because then it won't matter if my legs are tired, because I'll just be doing my weights, and then afterwards I won't be running. So anyway, blathering on. I shall see you in a bit. Don't think I've been on. I've got swept back wet hair. I went for a run at lunchtime, did a 5k run. It was really warm, it was like 18 degrees, so I had a really red face. I had to come back, had a very, very quick shower. I think I got back at 1:45 and my meeting was at 2 o'clock, so I didn't have my camera on for my meeting because my hair was still wet, as it is now, and I've got a red face. So I quickly had my meeting. It's now 3:30. I say quickly had a meeting. It's been over for about 20 minutes, quite a long meeting. Got stuff I need to get done now before I log off, but I'm having something quick to eat, so I've just made myself a wrap using some chicken fajita that was from M&S and a bit of salsa, a bit of mozzarella cheese, and I've got a yoghurt to go with it. So not too bad, healthy choice really. And I've made myself coffee. I'm going to sit and enjoy this and get on with the rest of my afternoon. Like I say, it's a beautiful day today, absolutely gorgeous. I did have quite a walk back and I was regretting my choices. I wanted to go on a different route, but I saw the neighbour that I'm trying to avoid, and I knew that I'd be stuck at the crossing right opposite him, and I just couldn't be bothered with dealing with that today. I just wasn't in the mood, so I ran the opposite way and went down to the canal. And the only thing running to the canal is it's downhill, but then on the way back it's all uphill, and I didn't want to run it, so I had to run and do the 5k on the canal and then walk back, which then just left me short of time. But it's one of those things. Trying to avoid people, I should have gone a different route completely. Anyway, it's done. I've done my exercise for the day. I will be taking Luna out for a walk after work, but apart from that, I've got plenty of steps in, so I'm quite happy. So yeah, I'll show you my dinner. Hopefully I'll remember to show you before I eat it, but I can't promise anything. Here's my lunch. So I've got a chicken fajita with a little bit of mozzarella in there. Anything else? No, that was it, and a bit of salsa. Just done in the air fryer. I've got a yoghurt with it and a bit of reduced fat sour cream and chive. So I am really hungry now, so I'm looking forward to my lunch. And I'll catch you later for tea, most likely. Don't know what we're having yet, though. Nearly forgot to record my dinner. So Eddie's done pasta. We had some pasta left over in the fridge. So we've got pasta, chicken nuggets and Mayflower curry. And I'm watching Lucy Shaw, who's a running vlogger. I think Luna's hoping I'll drop some, but I'm not going to. She's got her food down there. And I must remember tomorrow to show you my cardigan that's now, apart from blocking, it's all finished. I haven't actually tried it on yet. So I finished it yesterday. I'm back on the blanket now, the blanket of doom. I just want to get it finished. But yeah, cardigan's all done. I haven't put any buttons on it. I've decided that I'm going to put some snap fasteners inside instead. It's not very often I button my cardigans up, but I thought I'd rather have snap fasteners on there and perhaps put some buttons on the outside just for show rather than putting buttonholes in, because I don't think that cotton, the wool that I've used, I don't think it would take a buttonhole very well. It's quite strange, but I'll show you when I show you it properly. I've got a right hot face going on. Since I saw you last when I logged off work, I did stay on for a little bit. I was in the middle of doing something, and then Tom's fixed and replaced my taps in my downstairs bathroom for me. But he needed an O-ring, so we actually did a screw fix order, and I popped out to go and get that. So I actually missed Luna's dog walk tonight, but I'm already on about 10,000 steps because of my run, so it's fine. And I obviously did a walk up from the canal, so I'm already ahead of myself anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, so I've now got working taps in my downstairs bathroom, which I'm very excited about. It's been quite embarrassing. I've had people around, like my sister and my friend has popped in for a week before we've ran. And like Tom's friends have popped in, and he haven't to wash their hands. I've had to go into the kitchen. So it's quite nice to have working taps again. They'd completely seized up, completely and utterly seized up. So I'm just relieved that they're done. And I'm going to finish eating, and I'll catch you probably tomorrow. I probably won't film anything else now because I'm tired, and it is currently nearly 8 o'clock, so I'm going to get my pyjamas on, sit and watch some TV, and I shall see you tomorrow.